Hey, my man, Collector. Good morning, good morning. I'm finally healthy again to stream. How's it going? Feels good to be back. Did this work? It did work, yeah. Doing some freelances today. I'm Brazilian, but would love to practice my English. Twitch TV. 5 at. Yeah, that's actually true. Oh man. Abusing my... I don't know what I should do. It's funny. I guess I'll just leave it in there. Man. How's it going, guys? How have you been doing the last couple of days? What's going on? Cakez has candles. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. That was good. What's the difference between programming and demon summoning? Not really much. Must know language unspoken by mankind. Requires that you be exact or suffer dire consequences. Involves much cursing, swearing, or of oaths, and pleading with a higher power. Not understanding the true power or you wield or the consequences of your actions. And so far, both of them have check marks. Sometimes you have to execute a child. I don't understand that, but I guess it's because you have nodes and there you have parents and childs. And then you have to execute a child from a parent node in programming. Oh, it's been a long time, boys. Oh. Candles. Yeah, I do have candles, actually. They're still on the desk. Summoning Cake 77, Destroyer of Getting Over It. R9 Betty, ha 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 ha. It's all lies, I tell you. What is that? Fakes news? 9 AM CEST. Yeah, I need to change that actually. Fakes news. It's a scam. From 9 AM to 10 AM. Okay, bro. I expect this in the future. Mm-hmm. What is that? Power 2024. Super effective. Okay, bro. Okay. Oh man, it was good taking such a long break from streaming. It gave me time to reflect on what I want to do, you know. And how I want to do certain things. Lol, I had to once. You had to what once? Ziggly MC on YouTube. A wee bit of a wee bit of logical madness in game form for those who like this kind of stuff. The Digital Logic Simulator game. How's it going? Hey, Ogmush. It's going good. It's going better. I had food poisoning. And holy shit, let me tell you. Oh, wow. Ooh, wait a second. Wait a minute. How do I do that? Oh, yeah. That's much better. Mm-hmm. Now I'm on the right here. And there's mostly more space on the left. Let me change that. Bloop. Yo guys, how's it going? Schlabbermann, good morning. Well, so, goodness. How about we do it like this? I make myself big and we remove the filter for a second. So essentially what happened is you know, after the day when I went to Munich over the night, I went back home and, you know, it was a rough night. Essentially, we drove at night during 2, and then somewhere around 11, we managed to get to Munich. You know, we had to take a couple of breaks because we had a newborn baby in the car. And so, you know, sometimes kid wakes up or the baby wakes up, you know, I have to make sure that it's fine. And I tried to stay awake the entire time and drive, you know, and those breaks were nice. Because you know you can catch some fresh air, and you know move your feet a little bit, because sitting for such a long time isn't great. So you know we got there, and then they did their stuff on the Albanian, I think it's embassy or something, where they can get their Albanian passports and name changes and stuff. So for example, my wife had to change her name because we married last year, and her last name is now my last name, so she had to change her name to that. And she cannot get a German passport unless she does so. So that's why we were there as well. And yeah, so they did that, and then after that I actually almost lost my phone because we went to eat right then and there, and I was so tired that I started seeing things, you know. I was so like deranged that I wasn't functioning normally, right? So I was sitting there on the couch. Thank you, Flossie, for following. I was sitting on the couch with my like jacket still on, but like halfway off, and my phone was like in this pocket right here, and somehow it must have like bent the pocket over so that the phone was slipping out, and I didn't notice. So I went back to the car later after we ate, and there was a bunch of fucking you know, foreigners in the restaurant. No, it wasn't a restaurant, it was like where you get your burritos in English, or like doner kebabs, you know. I don't know how you say that in English. We were in one of those, and so there were a lot of very young foreigners. So yeah, once I got to the car and noticed my phone was gone, I was like, oh, what is gonna happen? Like, the phone is gone 100%. So I went there like searching for 20%, because I was already operating on 40%, and I wasn't sure that if I was gonna find it again. And so I went back, didn't find it, went back to the car and was like, okay, great. My phone's gone now. Shit. What am I going to do now? No more phone. I can't buy one, you know. And so I was so let down. So my wife and her mom went back in. They checked out every little corner, and then they found it. So fortunately, I didn't lose it. Anyways, after that, we went to the aunt. Or not the aunt, the friend of my wife, and they ate there, and I slept in a kid's bedroom because they didn't have any place for me to sleep. And so they had like, I think he's like 5 or 6 or 7. And so I had to sleep in his bed. I felt so sorry because I was stinking. I didn't shower the entire night. I was sweating all the way through the drive because it was so freaking warm in the car, and I had my jacket on, and I was so disgusting. So I was so sorry, but I didn't want to take a shower. I just wanted to sleep. So I slept there for about like 4 or 5 hours, and then we made our way back. And then like somewhere in the night, during the night at like 2 a.m. So it was about a 24-hour trip for me. Then we came back. Luckily, I was so happy that we got back home without any casualties or any, like I bumped the car into some other car, or, you know, I accidentally, when parking, hit another car or something like that, right? Nothing major happened, and it was so stressful. You know, I'm telling you, driving during the night and you have like a newborn baby in your car, I felt so much pressure. I don't know how some dads do it when they have like multiple kids in their car and they need to drive for like multiple hours on vacation because they can't afford a plane, right? So that's something my dad would do, you know, when we were very young. I don't know how they would do that. But then again, they didn't have to drive like round trip there and back in one day, right? He had more time. But anyways, so yeah, we got back home, and then the next day I was ready to start streaming, but I was so exhausted, so I was like, there's no point. I was just gonna sit here and do nothing basically, because I was really, really tired. So I just slept almost all day and relaxed and sorted things out. And so I need to eat, right? So I started eating stuff somewhere around midday. And we still had those gnocchi in the fridge, right? Those of you who don't know what that is those things, right? Oh, you can see that, of course. Oh yeah. Hey, go away. So I had those, right, in the fridge still.
Gotcha, bitch. Like
a large package, okay? And I couldn't eat the entire package over like one meal. That was too much, right? So I ate a portion, and then I put it back in the fridge, and then I ate a portion, and I put it back in the fridge, the package, right? And so that was the last portion of that. And so I made that for myself and started eating. And the entire day was fine up until like the very evening when I started to sleep. I noticed that I was bloated to the maximum and I couldn't sleep. So I went for a walk at 4 a.m. in the morning. For like, I think half an hour. And I walked really fast, almost started jogging. But it didn't help. I actually started to feel sick. And this is when I started to feel really bad. So I told myself, okay, I'm just gonna, you know these things? I put my finger in my mouth and wanted to just get rid of it. Because I felt like it's too much in my stomach. What I didn't realize, however, was that I was actually sick already. There was something bad with those gnocchi. And they completely, I don't know, I think they went bad, but I didn't smell it. I don't know if that is possible. If food can go bad without you smelling it. For example, when I take a piece of meat and I put my nose next to it and I smell like, I can smell if it's bad. Immediately. And I'm like, okay, I'm not touching this. And it will feel bad as well. Like you can't eat it. But with this, it wasn't the case. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was those because I didn't eat anything particular otherwise. And so yeah, when I got back home, I started to, puke because I forced myself to. And then I was able to sleep for like half an hour. And this is when the bullshit started, man. I was sweating, I was cold, and I felt so sick. Like I literally couldn't sleep. My stomach was really bloated and I felt so bad. And so I had to go and puke again after like half an hour of sleeping. And this was the first time in my life where I thought I was gonna die, actually. I took my phone with me on the shitter because I was worried that I was not gonna survive. I was ready to call 112, which is what you call in Germany, to call the ambulance. and I started puking. And it was such a weird feeling. It just wouldn't stop. Like my body kept telling me that this needs to go out. And you know, it's like you think you're done, but the body is still like telling you to do more. It was so weird. And yeah, I like how you say gnocchi, but can you please look up the pronunciation of gnocchi? No, bitch. It's gnocchi. Okay, bro? Dude, I live in Thailand. We all get food poisoned several times a year. Holy shit, how do you survive that? It's crazy, eh, Mr. Almeida? Holy shit, man. So, and the worst part is I also needed to take a shit at the same time because, you know, fluid was leaving my body, you know? So I couldn't just put my face in the toilet and go ham. Like it was coming out the other way too, you know, and fast. Man. And so I spent the entire night puking and sleeping for like half an hour after I puked. And at the same time, I also, you know, I had to take, you know, like, I don't know how you say that when it's very, like runner, when you have runners, right? When it's runny, very runny. God. So I had to, it was so acidic, the stuff that came out the other end, right? That I had to wash it off. I could not touch it with cloth or what is it, with toilet paper. It was too rough. So I had to take a shower every time. So I literally showered for like 15 times, something like that. Holy. Just to make sure that my ass is clean. Man. And that went on until 4 p.m. the next day. Until the point where the last puke that I had to do was slimy and just a couple of crumbs of these gnocchi came out. That is when I realized, okay, it's all out of my stomach now. And that's when I had to stop. That's when I could finally stop puking. But unfortunately, that's when the fever started setting in because some of it was already digested and was going through the tract, right? So the bacteria was already in my body and my body has to defend against the bacteria, of course. So I was having these ginormous stomach aches and started to get fever. And alongside the fever, I developed like a entirely, like it's somewhere here, round headache, which I still have, by the way. It's like huge pressure around the entire head. It's so weird. So I can't really go big dick still. And that lasted the entire night. And my wife came home. She was at her sister's that evening, and she noticed that I had a fever. So we actually bought ourselves one of these bad boys. We had to buy one. We didn't have one. And so I had to check. I was 38.9 degrees of Celsius, which is not bad, actually. It's not terribly bad. But it was still very high. And that lasted 2 days, actually. Like the fever was better after that day, but it was still there. 38, not 48. No, 30. 38, okay. Paracetamol. Yeah, she told me to use paracetamol, but I read on the internet that whenever you can withstand the fever and it's fine for you, you should stick with the fever because high temperatures destroy bacteria in your body. And so I didn't want to mess with that too much. So up until the point where I was like, okay, I want to sleep now. I've been laying here for hours, literally, and nothing is happening. And I also realized that it went from 38.9 down to 38.3.1. I realized it was getting a little bit better. I was like, okay, let me take one of those drugs now and go to sleep. And that's what I did. And then I woke up with this jarring headache. But my fever was almost gone. And that was, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday. That's when I had to deal with like this insane headache. And so I still couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I sat down here on my chair and was like, okay, let's see, can I do some YouTube? And I just couldn't concentrate. Like, it's like whenever I was doing, right, something like that, the entire head felt like it would explode. It was so much pressure on there, right? Any amount of would like poof. So weird, right? And so I couldn't concentrate at all. I couldn't focus. And I still can't for a long time. Too much brain. Yeah, I actually got more brain after this. True. Headaches are the worst. Are worse than fever. Yeah. And so I told myself, okay, we're gonna wait until this disappears completely, because I know how angry I get whenever I do some sort of programming. But it was also good because I have been thinking for the longest time on, well, what do I want to do, like streaming wise, right? And do I want to stream game development every day? You know, do I want to continue that, right? Obviously I want to do that. So don't get worried. However, I also want to do other things, you know, interesting things that I want to do that I haven't done for the longest time. And so I use those days to think about, well, how could I do that in a way that I don't disregard game development too much, while at the same time doing something so that I could finally get to a point where I could sustain myself and not be dependent on, let's say, streaming and, let's say, donations or subscriptions too much, right? And so I'm going to try out a couple of things in the next couple of weeks to months that you will see. But I'm still going to be primarily focusing on game development. The fact is just that game development takes a lot of time, and it's not so much that you can do a lot of content out of that. If you want to focus primarily on developing, let's say, a game. And so what I will do in the future, or starting basically from now, is I will put in gameplay sections or days where I will solely focus on playing a particular game in a way that is fun to me. You know, when you read my description, which I changed, but I think I still have it somewhere down in the description of the channel, you know that I like playing games in a particular way and challenging myself, like, you know, on the hardest difficulty, hardcore, whatever. And I like to do that more because that is literally what makes me me and what I like doing the most. Together with making games, of course. Like, I will never go away from making games, which is why we are going to work on the Godot game today. However, I just want to use this, you know, I don't know, this comeback to tell you guys what I've been thinking about. Not for like, it's been for a long time. I've been thinking about that, you know. It's not like, again, that you will lose me as a game developer, but I will focus more on other things as well. And yeah, I hope that most of you will stay. Obviously, some people will leave. It's not that I'm gonna leave software and game development altogether. That is not true. The idea is currently that I will do about every week, I will do like 1 or 2 days where I play a game in a way that I want to play it. And then the other days I will focus on making my games. That will stay the same. I don't really want to change that too much because I still like doing it. The reason why I'm doing it because I like explaining things. You know that I've made a bunch of tutorials already on YouTube. I'm a big explainer, and I will always be, and I think that is something that we need in the gaming industry, other than those half-ass tips, hello Haskas, that, you know, some people put out that are not really tangible, that don't really help in any particular way. I think. You know, and so that's what I've been thinking about. Gives us your tip. And so I don't know what game I will be playing, but you can be sure of it that next week I will be playing a game for about 2 days, depending how long it takes, right? And I will play that game in a particular way that I find interesting, and I will try to maybe give you guys something to do as well while I play the game so that it's not boring. I don't know how easy it is going to be to incorporate that in the first couple of tries, but sorry, I plan on doing that. And then I've already said that I will be focusing a lot more on YouTube to, you know, bring that to YouTube as well. And then about the game development stuff, Monday to Friday program, Saturday, Sunday gameplay. It will probably be 1 day off of streaming, which will probably be Sunday. And then on the other days, it might be Monday, Tuesday gaming, and then the rest of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, that would be 4 days of game development. However, I don't want to stick 100% to that yet. I have to try it out. And we'll see. And about the games that I will be playing, I don't know yet. I have had some ideas on what I want to play. There's many ideas that I've had in the past that I still want to do. And those games that I play, they can't be too long. But some of them can. It's something that I just have to try out. And since we are programmers, we can also build ourselves tools for those games, write mods, stuff like that, to make those games more interesting and more engaging for you guys as well. We have the ability to create our own things in those games, and that will tie into game development. For example, let's say we play Skyrim. It's a very classical example, right? And we create a small mod on stream in software and game development where we build something, I don't know, where whenever I shoot an arrow and miss, I have no idea, it explodes or something. I have no idea. You know, clown head mod. Valheim is very moddable too. Yeah, so there's many things that we could do, right? Since we have all of the power and knowledge, we have a bunch of you guys that are very smart. I myself am very smart too, right? My head is expanding at the moment, hence the headache. So yeah, that's the idea. Because I don't want to... Listen, guys. You have to think about it like this, okay? I've been streaming software and game development for about 2 years now. And I enjoy it. I like streaming. It wasn't really difficult coming back. Of course, I had doubts. Well, what do I do? Blah, 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 blah. But I want to do this. I have not quit after over 2 years now, and I won't. But I have to be critical of my work or what I do. And streaming a game, making a game every day for the rest of my life is not gonna make me a bigger streamer very much. I've seen many examples. You can look at the category. You will see many examples of people that do that. And I just don't want to do that. I've tried this for a long time now and it is fun. However, I want more. I want to do switch up. And I know that I like playing games, but I played Palworld, I played Elden Ring with you guys. I played Darkest Dungeon normally. Those games are fun, but whenever I play those games, I need a little bit more as well. I need like this challenge, this thing that is different, because otherwise I get bored. You noticed during Darkest Dungeon I got bored. During Celeste I got bored in the middle of the playthrough. I got annoyed by the fact that this thing was entirely dark, right? There's always something that bothers me because it's boring. It drags on a little bit. So that is what I've been thinking. Like, if I wanted to program games, then why would I stream? Yeah, sure, I can only program my games for all eternity, but that's not what I want to do. And also, that is not where I've seen most of the growth come in. And as someone that needs to pay his bills, you have to think about that as well, right? That only makes natural sense. You wouldn't work for someone that only pays you a cent an hour, right? That makes no sense. Why would you work for them, right? You would find yourself a better job. And so that is what I have to do too. And so that is basically the explanation of why I will be changing things in the future. And yeah, hope you will stick with me. That's all, basically. So you prefer to be a stream over game developer? I prefer to be a streamer over a game developer. I like creating things. That's mostly it. And I don't want to... I like creating things, but I can't do one thing only, if that makes sense. For example, I played League of Legends in the past, but I'm not playing it anymore. I don't. I need to switch things up. I'm not a person that plays or does one particular thing his entire life. And so I want to be a game developer, but not all day, every day. That's not what I want to do. I want to be a streamer, but I also want to be a game developer. And there's ways to combine those. There's many examples of people who do that. Pirate Software, for example, he does it in his own way. He only streams himself giving tips, and then he programs or makes the game off stream. And I would like to do something different than that. I would like to make my game, just not every day on the stream, right? I would make it 4 times a week on stream, and then that's it, right? The rest of the time, I just sit down in quietness and make it, myself alone. 77 IQ, very smart, full copium. Okay, bro. So are just blabbers. And you don't have to like it. Enough people have to like that particular style of streaming. That's fine. What you have to realize is in life, we should do what we want to do. Okay? And I like creating things and I like explaining things to people. And I like to challenge myself. When something is too easy, I get bored. When something is too forgiving, I get bored. That's me, and that's what I want to make my content about. For example, I could have made the... oh, this works already. Okay. I could have made the game that I've been making in Unity or in Godot. But I chose C++, which is the hardest route. Why did I do that? Well, because I have this weird fixation on I need to make it more difficult for me. Or I can do it better. It's a weird thing that has always been with me, but that's just how I operate. Didn't you choose C? Yeah, it's mostly C like C++. That's true. I still use C++ features because it is a little bit easier. Only C is a bit annoying. But yeah, it's very C-like. Like any program I could probably read what I'm doing. There's nothing special or fancy in terms of syntax. Yeah. And so you might have noticed that there is a stream elements HelloFresh ad. I will do a stream in a couple of days where I order food from HelloFresh because this is the first sponsorship that I've gotten. Which is also something that will help me do what I'm doing right now. Apart from dying to fucking gnocchi. A real sponsor, yeah. Fresh gnocchi. Actually, fresh food, exactly. That sounds amazing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's not the craziest of offers, but still, it is something that will help me do what I like doing. Finally, some fresh food, yeah. So I'm gonna, in the next couple of days, I will announce when we will order some food there. And then in the future, when the food arrives, we will do a cooking stream and cook that food together. You know, because you're like, oftentimes during the day, I cook for myself every day. Obviously not the best type of food, but I guess I don't have anything right now to show you, but I cook myself every day because it's cheaper. For me, it is cheaper and better, which is also why I got the food poisoning. But yeah, I think that those people that are selling food, their prices are way too high. And it's not inflation that makes those prices very high. You can't tell me that. Because I can see the food in the fucking store, how much it costs. Okay? And that is not that expensive compared to a couple of years ago. I buy my food every day. I know how much it costs. Sometimes it's expensive, you know, when a cucumber costs 150 compared to 50 cents, then that's expensive. Okay, but it's not all the time. Comes back from food poisoning with a food sponsor. No, it was before that. We already were in touch before that. What do you spend on food each month? You can't really tell because it's my wife as well, and she buys a lot of unnecessary food that I wouldn't buy. I usually buy the cheapest version of the food that I want and get by. Let's say I go to the store and I buy food for the day. I get away with like $5 to $7 a day for food that I would then make. And then sometimes that leads into the next day as well. I could go much cheaper. Let's say I only buy rice and then pour some sauce over it, you know. But I do like to eat a little bit more variety. Usually what I spend over a week is, it depends, but let's say like $30. So over a month, let's say 30 to $50. So like over a month, let's say $200, 200 euros. Not much more. That's what I spent. Now, if she buys food, holy shit, she puts everything in there. It's like, why you buy that? Goodness. So yeah, let's not talk about that, okay? I'm talking about myself here. Yeah, per person and day, I mean, I lowered my food costs from like 7 to 8 to 3 to 4 euros just by buying in bulk and double checking the prices. I check every price. What you have to check is not the price to buy the product, but the price per kilogram of the product. The more of the product you get per kilogram, the cheaper it is. So for example, if there's a food that costs 2 euros, but it's only 50 grams, and then there's a food that costs 2 euros, but it's 100 grams, then that food is twice as cheap as the other one if they cost both the same price. And so I usually just look at the price in kilograms. What I like the most, especially after like the first thing after I ate after the food poisoning, was a salad, which is really easy to make. And it only costs like, it's 1 tomato, it's half a cucumber, and then half a salad thing, which is not much. And then just a little bit of vinegar and salt. Really delicious. And that thing can also keep you a little bit satiated. Not very long, but yeah. Your wife is right. It's better to put money in food. For sure, I saw 2 flat breads next to each other. One cost €2 per kilogram, the other 13. Yeah. I only look at that. Exactly. Yeah. So, for example, I got myself 4 like small breads, right? Those that you can do in the oven. You could put them in the oven. And I got myself a soup ingredients, right? Those, it's a little bit of carrots. It has some, what is it called? These long onions, right? These long green onions, has that in there. It is like a soup mix, right? Costs like €1. And then you get yourself 2 bottles of those chicken broths or something, right? With some chicken meat in there. You got yourself a soup that lasts for 3 portions. That stuff is what I like doing. And if you want, you can put in some noodles, but I'm never going to eat that again. That's literally what almost killed me. Fuck this shit. Not eating this again. I smelled this and it was fine. And then it almost killed me, man. Yeah, stews. This is what I ate as well after, I could eat again. But I didn't eat for like an entire day. I just couldn't stomach anything. The thought of eating was just, ugh. So yeah. We're gonna do a food ordering stream, and then once the food arrives, we're gonna do a cooking stream. I've been wanting to do that for the longest time, because every day, even though it's not special, I cook myself some food, and it's great. I'm excited to do that, really. And then about the gaming stuff, we will see how it goes in the future. I'm excited to do that, and now the next thing we have to talk about is the tower defense in Godot. Now, it's not like I don't want to do this. It's just something that I have been thinking about. We will probably finish this. But I don't know about my tower defense in C++. What I mean by that is I want to do that. I want to program that game. But if I make side projects along the line, which is good YouTube content, it's going to take longer to make that game. So I've been thinking about, well, how do I do that, right? What do I do here? How do I do this? What is the best way to do that? I don't know yet. I used to believe I like all soups. One Korean roommate changed my mind. Yeah, Kubilay. Rice is peak food. 50 years old Greek here. For what is worth paying for food? For what it is worth paying for good food, veggies and protein, not highly processed, is never ever a mistake. Yeah. I don't like buying processed food at all. I don't buy any of that. I rarely buy pizza. Sometimes I do when I just don't have the time and I'm totally stressed out. So this is where this HelloFresh sponsorship can also help a lot. Maybe I can work with them again in the future and they can help me get some food in that is not bad. I will show you the food. I will cook the food. Maybe they can help me get some food in when I just don't have the time. And it's good. Hopefully, right? I don't know yet. I've never eaten that. I don't order food. And so that's actually something that I value a lot in my life. And I'm happy that I have that opportunity now. So we'll see. I have many friends who are now paying the price of never looking at what they eat. Yeah. Morale is over. I'll read that as Greek. Oh, geek here. Oh, I see Greek. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say Greek. I see geek here. Okay. From many years of cooking, Asian dishes are easy to make, usually healthy and really cheap to make. I don't know about that. I don't really like the oils they use. But yeah, if you don't use those oils, maybe. Anyways. So yeah, we're gonna work on the tower defense in Godot today. Thank you guys for, you know, going through the blabbering, but this is something that has been on my mind the entire time I was ill and even before. And I'm still thinking about it, and change is always difficult, but it is necessary if I want to grow beyond of what I'm doing right now. And yeah. Anyways, we're still gonna start with something that I've always been doing, which is Godot. And then we'll just move on from there. Let me see, where's that? Oh wait, that's the wrong one, whoops. Time to get serious. Thank you, Yaki, for following, bro. I don't want to look like Asians. They are small, eat what your grandfathers eat. I don't think that has to do with that at all. However, though, they only ate rice for a long time. That is true. But they are also very thin. And most of us are fat, right? Think about that, bro. Think about that. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna put the chat somewhere else. I'm gonna turn it off then. It's fine. It's annoying. It doesn't fit in the window. It's always on top of something in this window. Just doesn't work. Speak for yourself, fatty. I'm not actually that fat. I'm 33 years old and I'm quite muscular. Okay? Yeah? Sorry, guys. I totally missed you guys on YouTube. Great story. Can you tell it again? Shut the fuck up, yo. Hello there. I'm pretty sure you guys... Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't talk to anyone on YouTube. I totally had the chat not open. Hello, Cakez. Long time no see. Thought you crushed on some sort of ice wall or com. Glad you're healthy and back again. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah. Okay, so the bitrate is fine. Yeah, good. Alright, obviously every time getting back into something is difficult. I have absolutely no idea what we were working on the last time, but we're going to work on this tower defense game. And for those of you who don't know what that is or what I'm doing here, I plan on making a game in 30 days. As far as possible, and then I will go and put it on Steam and try to sell it. Depending on how much content we have, I will put the price accordingly. If we don't have much content, then of course I can't put the price too high. That makes sense, right? But I will still try to earn some money with this project to see and give myself the experience and the badge of a game developer, because I really want that badge. You know, it's like going through Pokemon and you're missing the last badge of the last Pokemon trainer, right? The arena man. That's what we're gonna do. What day are you on? Yeah, that is the perfect question. The day is right here. If I click on it. We are on 12. We are on day 12. Should be in the title too. And for those of you that I missed, Asen, hope you had a good time. I checked out some streams. There weren't really many streams that you could watch, right? Or like I didn't see Coffee Lava online. I didn't see GCap online. Multiplayer would be an instant boost in sales. But it's also something that I would like to do in a fresh project that I have not done yet. You are correct, but it requires a lot more work and effort and thinking than I can do right now. And this is also one of those things that is very difficult to go through on stream. You have to sit there and focus a lot. You know, this is also one of the reasons why I will try to stay away from those technical things on stream, because it's really stressful. You know, there's a reason why many stay away from that. Obviously, you could do some basic things, but these very difficult technical this very difficult technical stuff is not easy. Okay, we're going to put the window to the left now, so that it is not on top of my face or behind my face. Hello, Marget's up. He's streaming? Yeah. I am back. I feel good enough to stream for a couple of hours and get back into it without dying, hopefully.
Gotcha, bitch.
At Steam achievements for my sales cap. Sup, Cakez. Hello there. Yeah, it was a rough couple of days, but you know, that's just how life is sometimes. So far the year has been really rough. However, it's been the roughest year start that I ever had in my life. That's gotta mean something, right guys? The year is telling me to do something different this time. Can't just keep going how I've been going. Okay, where did we do that again? Was it in the editor settings and then window here? No. Maybe. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, it's karma. For what? For what? I didn't do anything bad. Karma for what? I've been nice to my wife. You can ask her. She's happy. Alright. Let's see. What were we doing the last time? And I know the to-do list is ready, Mr. Almeida, but I was just too freaking... I will try to set it up for the next stream. I know that it is ready, and you probably have sent me a link. I will go over this tonight. In peace. Okay? I really wanted to get into streaming or back online again. You know, didn't want to wait too long. I could have done many more things. Okay, I wish to speak to Frau Cakez. Do you have light in the scene? I can't really tell now. Yes, there is this point light over here that I use together with a canvas modulate. That's turning it into an interesting, kinda darky looking scene. And the texture for that light is a gradient that looks something like this right here. Message retracted. It's interesting that you can retract messages in YouTube. I wonder what he said before. Okay, I consider that has eventually dodged. Well done, Cakez, professional streamer. What? Yo is okay. Vanish command? Huh? I timed out someone? I didn't time out anything. Hey! Sorry. I'm sorry, Sonia. Huh? Automod? What happened? What the fuck? Why did you get... Huh? I need to Google this. I have not seen this before. Oh, great. Oh, it's starting very nice. Chat's dying, yeah. Vanish command? Is someone misusing my powers? Toxic streamer banning people. Someone hacked me? Hä? Is it the above bot? Don't know. Huh? Why do all of your message get deleted? I turned off the bot now. I'm gonna ask Abeth what this is. Maybe he knows. No fun anymore. Well, I deleted the bot. I wonder if that was the issue. Well, that fucking sucks. It's gone now, though. Cakez Discord. They're trolling you. This can be accomplished by... Delete your own message. This can be accomplished by adding a vanish command to a chatbot. If it does, all it does is time out the user. Wait, so you guys are trolling me? Huh? Okay. Did he yet admit to playing video games for 3 days straight without telling anyone? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Farid. Okay, I wasn't playing video games without telling anyone. I couldn't even play any video games. Okay, bro? Okay, so basically you guys are using exclamation mark vanish so that I ban you for 15 seconds. Okay, and that spams my chat and makes me confused. Okay. So you guys, the vanish command is used for chatters to time themselves out for 1 second. This action clears their chat history in the process. Okay, that's a bit odd, but fine. Oh, hello Togglebit. Raid and run. Hello guys. Good morning. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay, I just got trolled by my chat. They have been using the exclamation mark vanish. Stream elements. Wait a second. This is from Stream Elements. Wait. By adding a command to a chatbot. Is this from Stream Elements? Wait a minute. I disabled all of the commands. There is no vanish. Let's disable timer. Let's disable docs. Guys, there is no vanish in Stream Elements. Custom commands. I only have this HelloFresh command. I don't understand. I'm confused. One second, my bad. It's 15 seconds, yeah. You're looking into this way too hard. I am. Or so they are trolling me, and the more I look into this, the more they are trolling me, and the more I look into this, like it's like a never-ending cycle. Accept chat accounts. Move on. Godot today. FR. I would still like to know where this vanish command comes from. Can I disable that vanish command? Also, for me it shows stream elements, but for you it shows Twitch. It's ridiculous that Twitch doesn't allow this still. They desperately need to fix this. It would be very nice if it's possible to lead your own message in the chat. It happens sometimes that you're writing something that sounds pretty good in your mind, but if you read it in the chat after sending it, you recognize it wasn't such a cool idea. Haha. And that was in 2019. Morning, hello Takio. Hello there, good morning. So where you were indeed apprehended by the German government? No, I have had food poisoning. Verit. Can you had to pee in a cup and get? No. I had food poisoning. I couldn't stream. I was literally puking all night, and then I had fever for a couple of days and a ginormous headache, which I'm having right now. It's like the pressure is here, and if I like do anything too much, it feels like it's gonna burst. Have you done your taxes? I have not done my taxes, but I have a letter that lets me log in again. I could literally do nothing the last couple of days. I was completely out of it. All right, let's see. Now that we have figured out that chat is literally a dumb people, like always, we can continue with those noobs. Enemies drop gold when they die. Gold numbers, I think we have that too. Enemies have armor or magic resist. Which, no. We're going to skip this part. We don't need that anymore. Tower upgrades, purchase using gold. This is what we're gonna do next. And then after today, I will put this list into the website that Mr. Amida made for me, and then you guys can follow along with the to-do list of this website. And I might even be able to put on a small little overlay so you guys can follow along. But you will be able to go to the website and see how far the progress is. And then I will hopefully try to put in a link there as well to the project. Yeah, it's Stream Elements. You have the button here. It is Stream Elements that is doing this vanish command. You sure about that? Anyways, let's continue. Let's see. We need to be able to only buy... Actually, we already did this, didn't we? I can't buy this. Okay, we already have this. Interesting. We have a lot of stuff already. Then what are we gonna do next? Wait, damage numbers? We already have that too. Animate damage numbers like in Silk Road, yeah. Tower abilities. Damage, cooldown range, target priority. We already have that as well. Isolate projects, high reward, low profile targets. Can you tell?
Am I so out of touch?
Who did timeouts bans in the moderate action list, motivator Vu, or your dashboard? You can tell. Alien PLS. My man, thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for the support. Very kind of you. I recently disappeared for months, but that's normal for me. Or because you're a traveler? Ferocious? Interesting. Very interesting. Discord app? What is that? I should be focusing on the project now. The herbalist, that's what you drew? Damn. You drew that? Holy shit. Is that a font? Goodness. Characterization. Is that a headphone? Huh? Mal gucken. Können wir später gucken. Ja, okay. Huh. Interesting. With a Wacom. The font as well? No, yes. I go offline and off-grid randomly for unknown periods of time, always have. How's that possible, bro? Like, how do you live then? Like, how do you have internets? How do people, like, how can you, like, pay your house if you just go offline? How do you make money? That looks good. Mongo. Okay, I'm not sorry. It's a small creature. Dictory D. These nuts. You don't need to read this. What is this for? Is this for your game development stuff? Okay. We already did all of this. Animate damage numbers like in WoW, Silk Road, Tower abilities. Alright, it looks like, let's see, what do we have here? Shader, Fog of War, hotkeys to upgrade the towers and reroll upgrades using gold. We could do that, the reroll button. It's actually quite simple to do. All we have to do is use the button interface and draw a reroll one. I think we're gonna do reroll today. Let's start small, but with something that we can accomplish for sure. In order to do that, we need our folder for Godot. Over here. Yeah, I'm starting to get a headache already. It's crazy how fast that happens. Sorry about this, guys. It's crazy. I'm still gonna go, but damn. Didn't think it would be that fast. Alright, so instead of having this brick here, we're gonna do a reroll icon. Maybe we can find one from the game I made. Yeah, maybe something like that, or this. This one looks good enough. It's also big enough. Just make a bit brighter. That doesn't make sense. Maybe this inside and then this outside. It's a bit small, isn't it? Let me see here. What about this? I don't think that works very well. I'm gonna make this one thicker than everything. I think it will look better then. Yeah. Man, this is gonna be difficult. Let me see here. Yeah. I want dice. Are you adding anything by code to Godot? Or I mostly code everything in Godot, yeah. I'm a coder by heart, so mostly it is easiest for me if I can code something into the engine rather than having to, let's say, add a bunch of nodes. I feel most comfortable with that. Wait a second, that's a bit odd. We have to make it twice as big here too, huh? Mm-hmm. I was wondering how smooth it worked. I'm new to learning Go, and I have Godot on standby for when I'm ready to tinker with it. Well, when are you ready to tinker with it? Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? An invitation? Someone gonna come over and say, hey man, let's start now? What are you waiting for, bro? I'm practicing C in the meantime. Okay, okay. Toxic? That's not toxic. That's a valid question. Okay, bro. Man, I still don't like this reroll icon. Looks like dog shit. You're being a bully? No, I'm not. You're just being a pussy. Okay, bro. All right, I think this is not perfect, but it's fine. It's shit. God damn it. Maybe I should make it green. Huh. Okay. All right. File, save as. We have our reroll icon. There we go. Very simple. Hey, does anyone in chat give me advice for making a game? Thanks. Well, the best one I can give you is start now. Do something, anything right now. It's better than nothing. Do a character that moves in Godot or Unity or Unreal Engine. And then change a couple of things and learn how it works. Takes literally like half an hour. You learn much more than sitting around asking questions. That's the truth. Oh, no, I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. We're gonna click on the sprites and then move that in. Alright, where's our reroll icon? Excellent. Now, we need another reroll button right here, I think. That's where I want to put it. Somewhere. Hey? Did I create something or not? I did. Alright, how do I do this again? I go into the canvas layer and I create a child node. And I create... what type of button do we need? A texture button again? Do we need a texture button? No. I think we do. Texture button. Oh great, where is it? Here. And then we will assign it a texture. As a normal. Oh wow, that's big enough. Cool. Awesome. Then we just move it here. This is going to be an extra button. Guys, do you think it's odd that this moves out of bounds? Look how this moves half a pixel. Isn't that odd? Okay. One more. Whenever we click this button, we are going to re-roll the choices. And it costs money. And I think the more we re-roll, the more money it costs. That is going to be how we're going to use it. Cakes. Calling people a pussy when they yet can't handle out of data gnocchi. Bruh. Okay, but I want to see you handle that, bitch. Fuck off. Best marketing, have people play it. If they enjoy it, they will talk about it and create interest. It's been nice catching up, but I got shit to do. See you all. If you need me, you know where to find me. See you later, Links. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining. I would love to help for some dollar, not asking much. Yeah, or you could go to Pirate Software as well. You can, if he gets your question in chat, you can get some advice there as well. All right. We need to connect this reroll button. Let me see. The script was mouse entered. Yeah, we can't do this script, huh? I want that. I guess we create a new script. Wait, before we call that, we turn this into a reroll button. And then we create a script. Call it a reroll script. Okay, and then we need to connect those two functions. On button up, on button down. Oh wow, that's a big one. Canvas layer. Reroll button, connecting from to on button down, connect. Yeah. And then button up. Same thing. I wonder why it doesn't store the original information. There we go. Okay, so now that we have those two connections, we should already be able to go into game and click the button and then see it become smaller. Yeah, you see. Hey. Oh, it's gotta have to do with like the anchor point, right? This one being here in the middle. Right? We're kind of lucky to be in Twitch at present. We haven't had anyone like Pirates of for like ever. There we go. Awesome. Now that we can do that, we need to... Oh. Huh. This sucks. I didn't think about that. Oh, you can see... Oh, you can. It's on top. What if we put this here? What happens then? Nice. Okay, perfect. We all know how terrible your coding is. Yeah, shut the fuck up. What do you mean by? Same goes for Cakez here. I think I need a little bit more time making games, brother. I'm experienced in making games, but I have not enough experience finishing and selling them yet. When I have sold this game, then I have enough experience to be talking about game development process as a whole. Just need that little bit of experience more. Just that tiny bit more. Then we still don't have music and sound effects in the game, by the way. That is something that we'll do at the very last. Alright, okay, now that we have this reroll button, we need to connect the, what is it? Pressed? To the tower. On reroll button pressed. Now where did it put the method? There we go. When we press the reroll button, we want to reroll. But I think we also need to hover. Tower HP, we also need tower HP. I'm gonna work on the reroll button first though. But it's going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Or we put the button somewhere else. Because this reroll button is going to cost money. It fits perfectly here. But then when I'm hovering over my abilities, the pop-up is in the way, unfortunately. You see that? How this is in the way? It's on top of the button. And then the reroll, it does work. Thank you very much, Fragment Shader, for following. The reroll does work. However... The reroll itself costs gold. Okay? We need to somehow display that amount of gold. And it would be using this pop-up window. However, this pop-up window grows from here upwards. Which means I cannot put the button here. I would have to put the button here, which is fine. Let me see. Display and phone button. Yeah. I would have to copy some code, but it would work. It would work. I think it works, yeah. Let's do that. First, we move the button here. Let's put it here. It's just the way it is. Okay. Put it here. And then, oh, by the way, guys, is there a way to give it a drop shadow on its own? Or do I have to somehow place a sprite below the button that is as big as this button and then make it transparent or something? I guess we will work on that later, but that's something I would like to do. Button floats to the top? No. We can't have the button be floaty. It needs to be static. Also, like floatiness, the UI is the boring part of the game. And it needs to be static and always in the same position. Then be done with that. Move on. I guess we'll copy the code. Button. On button entered. There we go. We need the description. We need basically everything here. Almost. I think. By the way, what is happening when I turn this on? And for example, in the name label, in the inspector, when I turn this off, it's completely gone. God, fuck, man. It's like an explosion every time. Okay, so the idea is then we just turn all of these off. They still take a little bit of space, huh? But I guess it's fine. We just call it reroll, give it a cost, and then a description. And that's it. Yeah. So we need the name, the cost, and the description. Okay. Oy. What do we need? We need the name, cost, and description. This one. How about we just put that in here normally? Okay, name label, cost label, and description label. See, I mostly do coding in these types of games. That's what you mostly do. Can you tell me how to organize the animation of the enemies when there can be hundreds of them and all of them are different sizes and different number of frames of animation, or even with different animations, which sometimes others do not have? For example, do you have any thoughts on how to do it? What do you mean? An animation is just you have a collection of frames over a period of time. An animation could be a generic function that takes in a point in time, and based on that time gives you a number that is between 0 and however many frames you have. I don't think it has anything to do with different animations or animation sprites. Don't you think? I don't understand. Like an animation is basically just one function or one series of instructions that takes in a time that is between 0 and 1 and turns this 0 and 1 into a frame that is then displayed. So for example, if you have an animation with 5 frames and your number between 0 and 1 is 0.5, then it will give you the frame number 3. and display that frame. If you have 10 frames, then it will give you the frame number 5 or 6 depending on how you count. And that's it. There's nothing different or special about that. And the function just knows how many frames it has because you have imported or exported the frame, not the frame, the sprite sheet. And in the sprite sheet, it tells you, okay, I have 5 frames or 10 frames, you know? Why not change the button to the price instead of hover info BAM? Because if the button looks like a price, then you don't know that it's re-rolling. But it could be that the button has a label that says re-roll and then the price in the middle of the button. That could work too. Yeah. All right, let's continue here. Goodbye, badge. I need a nap if I can get one. Lack of sleep lately. Yeah, go take a nap, man. We'll stop in again another time or in a bit. If no sleep, maybe. I don't know. Brain really feels numbed right now. Yeah, go to sleep, man. Are you switching to Godot? No, Post-Druid. I'm not switching to Godot, but I plan on finishing this game. And the only way to do that is to continue working on it. Right, we have those labels now. Next, we need to yoink the code. We need the unmouse entered and exited methods or functions. All right, let's start with this. Reroll button. On mouse entered. Let's connect. And then we have, where's mouse exit? It's right here. Connect as well. Okay, they should both be connected, right? All right, so we have those in the name label. What do we have for the name? Well, it's called reroll. Reroll. And then the cost label, that is something, it will be a flat cost for now. And also, yeah, we need it to be a color. And also, like, reroll needed to be a color. It's gotta be green. Okay, wait. Color green, and then it would say reroll. And then the cost would be in... Oh, I see. It depends on how much gold we have. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and we have the image as well. Okay. Yellow if tower gold. Yeah. Otherwise red. Yeah. Description label. Text would be a description. And then the rest doesn't matter. We need the coin. Oops. Coin. We have that already. And then we also need the tower. Nice. Now that we have that. Costs. Yeah, now we need the costs. That is an int, and it says 200 for now. That works. And then the upgrade hover info is something we need as well. All right, get that as well. It feels good. I'm starting to get into the flow again. It's been a while since I've been programming. A couple of days. Very nice. So, now that we have this, we probably also need access to those. The damage and the speed labels, because they could have something in them. Damage label. Speed label. Just making sure that the text is nothing. Oh yeah, and the description is reroll all of the... What do we call this on the tower? Buffs. All of the tower upgrades. Yeah, let's just call it reroll all of the tower upgrades. And then speed label. Oops. Text is nothing. There we go. Alright, now that we have this, I think we are almost done. Which means our reroll button should work. And the moment we click the button... I'm not gonna do cost here, but I call it tower.reroll cost. Tower.reroll cost. Yeah, I added in a couple Final Fantasy things, songs. All right, let's put the reroll cost here. Let's say the reroll cost starts off with 200. And then every time we reroll, wait, is it Control F? Yeah, reroll. There we go. Whenever we do that, we increase the reroll cost by 100. There we go. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but that's how we're gonna work. Oops, that's how it's gonna work for now. If this is too much, then we change this value. Alright, we have one warning that says the local variable target count is not used. But we will use it in the future, so we have to keep it. Anything I forgot? It probably won't work, but this is going to be the first iteration. Yeah, okay. It doesn't work yet. Alright, what is your issue? Cost is not declared. Cost? Cost. I don't see cost. It's a reroll cost. What do you mean? Am I blind? Unable to write file? Okay, well, am I blind? Hey, guys, do you see cost? Oh, wait, it's right here. Of course. The bar slides to the right, yeah, Demonic Urge. It's difficult to see that in this engine. Is there a way for me to break this up a little bit better? Can I, like, do this? Yeah, I like this more. I don't like it. Okay. I don't like it when this goes all the way to the... Wow. Oh, wow. How's Godot game coming up? Hello, Darpy, man. How's it going? We are on day 12 out of 30, and right now we are working on a reroll button that costs us money. It does work. And reroll costs 1,000. It doesn't update it. I don't like that it's not updating the picture the moment it costs more. Let me think. Maybe in process. Can we check if the mouse is inside of our button? Is there a way in Godot to check? Guys, can I check in Godot, is the mouse inside of the button right now? Can I check it? I don't like this event too much. I would rather have some function in process where I could be like, okay, well, if mouse is in button, then do this, right? Oh. I would like to do it like this, because it's easier. Yeah. When did he change the engine? It's a 30-day Godot challenge, not an engine swap. No, I'm not swapping the engine. I'm making a 30-day Godot challenge to make a game in Godot over 30 days and then sell that as a complete game on Steam. Yeah. It's a long challenge. However, I need that much time because this is my first game that I will be selling. And I know I have not forgotten about my tower defense game. That is still on the horizon. I'm a person that finishes things. That is still there. We will still work on that for sure. Alright, let's see. I don't like this. Do I like turn this into true or something? Huh? All right, let's see. Where is the process? There we go. If we're just doing it like this, mouse inside. If mouse inside, then we do this, and we set the hover info to visible. And if not, oops. Then we set it to invisible. I suppose this is much better. What? Oh yeah. Then we don't need all of this here. And it will always update, I think. Let's see if this works. Ah, so much better. You see this? How it upgrades now? Or it updates now. Now we have a reroll button. And I would like to do the same thing in the button script here. Because, yeah, I would like to change the description in the, where is it, process function in here. So essentially we just need another variable. And then in on ready or in process, we just check if mouse inside. Then we do this. I guess we do and... Man, what a good programmer, you know, comes back from a long ass fucking break and smashes this code, you know, even with a headache. What a giga chat of a fucking programmer. You know, people dream to be this good. It's insane. Damn, bro. Holy. He's bending the engine to his will. Simple. Watch and learn, guys. Look at this. Done. Should now update as well. Much better than before. We almost have it. Almost. Almost. Why do you do that? Why do you unroll those? Why do you unroll those? You're not supposed to do that. Thank you very much for following, sir. Bilale. I appreciate it very much, sir. Thank you. Let's not go too high, you know, otherwise this explodes here. We can explode, we can have our head exploding, okay? That's not good. That is not good. Okay? Don't do that. Okay. Every single one of those buttons needs their own upgrade info. Then it's fine. Is that a little bit too much? Who cares? Who cares? All right, so let's see. We have 0. Let's call it 0. Boom. This one is 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That hurt. That actually hurt. Yeah, I'm still not 100%, boys. Yeah. Huh? Can you stop doing that, bitch? Thank you. 5, 6. One last. Control these nuts. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless they all have their own fucking... Unless they all have their own fucking... Oh, I think it works. If they all have their own thing... Right? Can we just get a child of name? Guys, those of you who know Godot very well, I have a bunch of buttons, right? This texture button right here has upgrade hover info, right? Sneezing with a headache is bad. Oh yeah. I don't want to duplicate this, man. This is where object-oriented programming sucks, you know, guys. Put it in a loop and connect the signal. I can't because it's different buttons, and all of those different buttons run like in a loop. For example, texture button 1 runs in a loop. It checks, is the mouse over me? No. Make this invisible, right? And if it's one global thing, which it is right here, right? Then, okay, it turns this invisible. Then the loop runs for texture button 1. It sees, oh, the mouse is on there. Make it visible. Okay, cool. It's now visible. Now button 3 goes into the loop, sees, oh, it is invisible. No, the mouse is not on me. Make it invisible. Now I need a way to make it invisible when all of the buttons are not hovered. There's a signal for hovered and it's connected, but it's connected to all of the buttons. And so once a single button somewhere in the game exists that is not hovered right now, it turns this invisible. You know? And I do not want to duplicate this hover info because I might be changing this in the future. I will most likely change this because I realize I need more information. If I need more information, then I have to duplicate this 8 times again, and that's bad practice. This is literally redundant info, so we're not going to do that. We can't have duplicates in code. This is the first hurdle that I have to solve today. We need to have updating text on those buttons while the mouse is on. But we need to somehow... What happened to the signals here? Oh, they are not connected yet. Okay. I need to have one instance of this. You can add them into a group or something. So the way you would do this in C++ code is very simple. You have a script that runs before all of those buttons get updated, right? Or you have a piece of code that runs before the loop for the buttons. And that turns this particular upgrade info into invisible every time it goes into the loop. And then it goes over all of those buttons in here and it checks. Is the mouse inside of this button? No. Okay, fine. Don't show it. If the mouse is the mouse inside of this button? Okay, please show it. And then if it's not inside of this button, it doesn't change the visibility because it's done outside of that loop. However, I can't do this here unless I have a tower script that is referencing this too and turns it invisible every frame. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Welcome to every game engine ever. Yeah, so basically now the tower knows about this thing, but whatever, right? Or we could put a script on the canvas layer and turn this invisible. Or we even could put a script on this. Nah, I mean, here's one question, however. This canvas layer, right? Is the script for this canvas layer running before the script of this reroll button? Because it's in the hierarchy at the very top? Or is this happening randomly because it's multi-threaded? Because if it is, then I'm fucked. Basically, I'm fucked. Yep. You can add them into a group. You can store the visible button somewhere in the variable. It's not guaranteed, I guess. Well, we'll see. I'll try to add a script here and call it the canvas layer script. Not in scenes, that would suck. Oh, great. We have a reroll script in scenes. Oops. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Did I? Let's create that. And then put this upgrade hover info in here. Let's see if that works. Turn this invisible. Not here. in process. There we go. Let's see if it works. Then in the script for all of those buttons, we don't turn it invisible. We just leave this out. And for the reroll button as well. You can use on ready variable, I think, to make sure it loads. Do I not have this? No, we have already. Let's see. Hä? Why is it gone here? That's a bit odd. Seems like a bug. Or did it just, did the reroll happen and accidentally reroll it into oblivion? I think it's fine. Hello Cakez, hello Fragout, boom. How's it going, man? Hope you're doing good, bro. Oh, it feels good to be back, you know. I missed streaming. Even though we're still doing the same thing. Still doing same old, you know. I missed streaming. It's great. I like doing stuff, you know. We missed you too. Oh man, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. I hope you can now hear like me doing this or clapping. I tried to fix the microphone, make it a bit better. Function ready, void, await, get tree, process frame.
Yeah. Boy.
Paid comment, fuck you, this guy's just jealous, man. This guy's just jealous because I'm having fun. Even Final Fantasy music back? Yeah, I put the Final Fantasy music back. I know, you were one of those that really liked the Final Fantasy music. I was thinking of putting the music in the very beginning of the stream, by the way. Okay, cool. Now that we have reroll, I think somewhat good connected. There might be some bugs, but I think it works fine. Hopefully this always happens this way. The process of this. We can now connect the reroll to money. And we can only reroll or turn the money if we have enough cost. Because it shouldn't be... How is this yellow? That makes no sense. Because it's not yellow. It's not yellow, bro. It makes no sense. If the reroll cost of the... oh. Wait a second. Yellow if... Wait. I'm confused. I'm not sure if mixing UI widgets with 2D nodes goes well. There might be bugs. You mean with this here? We'll have to see. I mean, this is just a node here. And yeah, this is... I don't even know what that is. Texture. Should be fine. Let's see. If the cost is greater than... if the gold, right? Hm? Ich habe Kopfschmerzen. Ich weiß nicht, ob das eine gute Idee ist. Bro. Ist okay. Lieber nicht. Nein, danke. Nein, lieber nicht. Dankeschön. Okay, let's try this. So if we have more gold than it costs, then it is going to be yellow. Otherwise, it's going to be red. And we should not be able to press it. That's the next one. Kopfschmerzen. Yeah. It's a headache. It's like the craziest part is here right now. It's still left over from fucking food poisoning. I know, I speak German too. Oh, I see. Let me see here. 2D. Next, we need to go into the tower script. Tower. Isn't there a button press? Oh, I see. Sorry. It's in the tower. Totally forgot. In the tower at the bottom, we have this on reroll button pressed. Then we check if reroll cost is greater. No, is less than or equal to gold. Then we can reroll. Awesome. I like this. There we go. Now we should not be able to reroll, but click the button as much as we want to. Oh, I see. The reroll gets more the more it rerolls these abilities. Maybe we should make it so that every time we call reroll here, we increase the... Can I click on this? We do the reroll cost. We increase the reroll cost only when we do it actively. If that makes sense. Right? So here. We increase the cost and then we call reroll. Because we have actively done it. So it's something that we can keep. Maybe. Right? This is a big maybe. Okay, cool. We can now reroll actively our abilities, which means we get another check mark here. And we can see that out of all of those to-dos that we wanted to do, we already have completed quite a few of them. And all of those things that we have completed are systems in the game, right? This is something that you program once, and once that is done, you can focus on content. But you need those systems in the game first in order to create more content. Making content without systems makes no sense. So now that we have that, we also have re-rolling after some time. And then we still need a total timer to survive. We need meta progression, but that is something for much later. And I guess cloud outside the circle. You could put the code into process inside into a separate function that toggles the mouse inside code plus updates text. And then add it to both the mouse exited and entered callback. It's fine. It's okay. We have a working version now. That's okay. All right, what do we do next? Let me see here. Animate numbers, yes, to do tower abilities. Do we do more tower abilities now? Mr. Streamer, please add Among Us to that game. No. Reroll updates, upgrades after some time, timer in-game rounds, total timer to survive. I beg. So guys, now I have a question for you. Those of you probably are not here that told me to use this timer node, reroll timer. Well, I would like to visualize this reroll timer now. How do we visualize this? I know how to visualize an internal variable from a script. But this reroll timer, I have absolutely no clue. How do I do that? I beg. Can't do, bro. Among Us doesn't fit into this game. What do you mean? Well, I would like to have, I don't know, something on the canvas layer that is, I don't know. I suppose a label? I thought I didn't add this song. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. But it's also much louder than I thought it would be. What happened? How did this get louder? Let me check here. I think you can add an animation player node, a progress node, and animate the progress bar value property with the time left. Property of the timer, but I would do this with code. Yeah, Rough Night. I think I want to do this with code too. Because this sounds a lot like a bunch of objects created for no reason that have properties that we don't care about.
Gotcha, bitch.
You know, especially the only thing that I really want is this rich text label. And I would like to put this somewhere here at the top and then anchor this. Oh, that is the middle. Okay. I suppose directly with the tower. Oh man, this is gonna be one of those labels again that I make no sense. So for example, guys, how do I center this again? And I know I'm in the way, but it's somewhere in here. I think it's layout. Anchor, no. No, wasn't it something? Oh god. Thank you very much for following, bro. Progress bars are overrated. Make sound cues. Notify the player when there's 5 to 10 seconds left. I want to do something like the following. I'll show you.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, thank you very much for following as well, man. There we go. That's one that I want to see. Look at this guy. And it's very simple. It doesn't have to be anything special, you know? You can see the... where's the time? Oh, you over here.
You got ice gen right there.
Time left. Oh no, timed live. Wait, let me see. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's it. You see this is the shop in the bottom here, and then it re-rolls abilities, and I know I'm a little bit in the... Actually, I'm not. And this is me, this is what we have in our game so far. And so what I want is probably then this. With a text in the middle, just like there. That would be great. So I suppose below or above this bar. This one. Let's move this a little bit up. right? If we have some sort of progress bar. There's a preset already there. Make something like a pie chart that becomes smaller. Ads, I can't see shit. Bezos all over me. Sag, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. Are you back yet? The ads should be over. Let me quickly connect this. Yeah. Okay. Something like this. I don't think that would fit into the UI. It's a cool idea. Hey, Prodigy Art, my man. Good morning. I don't think that would fit very well, bro. Like, let's say we do this, right? Where in the UI would we put this? I would like this to be, I guess, somewhere here or maybe here below the HP bar, something that fills up. And as this fills up, because you are going to look here, this is where your eyes are going to be. And then this is where your mouse is going to be, to the right, choosing those upgrades. And then as you choose upgrades, you are going to look here. Okay, now I can reroll, or the reroll is going to happen. And then you will move your mouse back to the right and then click an upgrade. That's what you're going to do. I don't want... And I think a bar filling up is a little bit better than, I guess, a circle filling up. I suppose we can put it here. Sure. But yeah. Yeah. Put around the tower like an aura. Nah, there's going to be, there's going to be so much stuff happening. Right now, there's not much, but think about it. When this game has more and more upgrades, let's say 10 different upgrades, the tower is going to shoot a lot. The bar is quite clumsy. You mean this one right here? It's not the best, but we'll use it for now because it doesn't really matter what type of bar we use. And it needs to be big enough to show everything that we need to show. Obviously the UI can be improved, but that is something we do after we have the gameplay. It's not centered with the reroll. Yeah, because there's going to be another bar at the bottom. That's why. It's too big, actually. I made it too big on purpose, yeah. We might be able to make it smaller in the future, but for now it is that big. Maybe some sort of rope fuse attached to the reroll button. When the time is over, it explodes, and guys, it's too much. I just want a progress bar. I just want to do a progress bar based on a timer, okay? Guys, we don't have that much time for this. It's great, but man, let's start small, okay, bro? We need to think, guys, think Vampire Survivors, okay? Think a normal XP bar in Vampire Survivors. If Vampire Survivors XP bar is the progress bar that we have, then that, basically. Nothing special, nothing crazy, just very, very simple. Write the numbers on the ground, like really big. Okay, I'm gonna try to make a progress bar now. How do we do this? Well, I started with this, but I suppose this is bad, so we do this differently now. Yeah, how do we make a progress bar again? I forgot. Please no, every time I look up roguelike on Steam, I get 97% Vampire Survivors clones. No more, please. Yeah, because it gives the most money to the developer, bro. That's why I'm doing this. That's just the way it is, brother. Daytime change based on progress.
Guys, okay, guys, listen to me. Come closer, listen to me. I just want a simple progress bar, okay, bro? That is all I want. Yeah? You hear that? A progress bar that fills up based on how much time we have. Okay?
Now let's get to it. Okay? Progress bar. Which one? Now I want to see this work. Now that we have this progress bar. Where is it? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I remember this. This was bad. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can make it smaller than the text. A progress bar linked to the stock market, which burns faster, slower based on the FX rates. If you're a lazy boy, just say so. Shut the fuck up. Nails? Fuck you, Inukai, okay? I'm not lazy. How about I just get it to work first, huh? How about that? How about we get the basic things to work first? How about I can't relax. You have a headache. Relax. It's all fine. Relax. These people just try to trigger you. It's all good. Okay. Oh god, not this guy. Go away. You come at the wrong. Oh god. Could someone take him? Just go away. Oh my god. Ugh. Hello Push, how's it going, my man? Look at this guy, he even comes back. Push is such a fucking... He's doing so much work and he's here even after I didn't take a break, I couldn't stream, but man. Get shit on, Cakes. Now, how do I make a progress bar, guys? I know that this is a progress bar and then I can... texture... No. See, this would be great if this was easy. Wait a second. How do I do this again? Oh, I just love this. People are happy, my man. Welcome back. Yeah, I talked about in the beginning of, you know, what happened and what I plan on doing in the future. Push, if you want to watch that. Like we had a little bit of a talk in the beginning. Guys, makes absolutely... Oh, front color, okay. This is for the text. See, like I'm only changing the text here. I want a progress bar and it gives me a percentage and then it says colors, right? And it says front color. And then I click on it and it only makes this thing black. But maybe not like the bar black. And also the value is here. Okay, let's turn that up. Oh wow, that looks so bad. Oh my god. This is so bad. The docs. You think I'm gonna read the docs while I have a headache? Basically 2 hour installer and coding now. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. What do you mean? Noob? That is not true. Alright, so just a quick question for you guys that use Godot. Why the fuck is the background color and the foreground color not part of the progress bar. Why is there no BG color and FG color handle right here? Why not? Would that be too simple? Would that make things easier? Is Godot designed to make your life miserable or get angry? Can't have it easy? I just don't understand who thought about this UI and thought about putting everything into little Schubladen in English again. We had this the other day. Shutters? No. Into little drawers, making it almost impossible. I can't get angry. Can't get angry. My head's gonna explode.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because now I have to go through and find the fucking setting just so I can change the color from the front and the back. Theme overrides. Okay. Maybe it's in styles.
Okay, new Starbucks flat.
Okay. See, like this thing, all right, this BG color thing that is in theme overrides, styles, background, style box flat. This thing, that should be, this little thing should be all the way up here. And I'm not going back on this. It should be there for everything that you use. This is only an example. It's so fucking stupid that this is in theme overrides, styles, background. Then you have to create an actual texture. And then, after you created this texture, you have to click on the texture, and then you can find the color for the background of the progress bar that you wanted to make. This is ridiculous. Anyways, I can't get too angry because we will have issues. So we're going to turn this into black. And so fine. Okay, click. And then once we have that, we click on that. And we turn this into, let's say, blue. Because I like blue. Blue is cool. Blue is calming. Oh, yeah. And now please tell me I can make it. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Simple. That's it. Alright, Cakez, I'll make a pull request and change the editor, lol. Those people who made the editor probably didn't think about user experience, man. Not at all. Alright, here's another question. Do we go from left to right or from right to left? I think we go like that. Like, blum, 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 blum. Right, we go like blum. That's probably better, right? Listen to me. Oh, listen to me, Inuka, yeah? Russian nesting dolls instead of the progress bar, and the last one is animated. Walks towards the reroll button and presses it. You can do it in 3D to save animation time. Sure, bro. Sure, brother. Now we're gonna do pixel perfect placement here. Alright, that. We're gonna place this. Man, how I missed these trolls, you know? You know what I found funny? And, you know, the first message after I told you guys to not eat gnocchi told me that I didn't miss you guys at all. So my message was like, hey guys, I feel like shit, right? I'm dying. Hey, Free Time Development, thank you very much for the raid. I ate those. Be careful with these, right? You don't smell that they go bad, and if they go bad and you eat them, you might get food poisoning, and it's really crazy. Like, I almost called the ambulance. That's how bad it was, right? And the first message that I get after this, I'll eat it anyways. I was like, okay, fine. It's fine. I can be away for a couple of days. Fuck these guys. Yep.
I eat it anyways. Fuck you, Cakez. That's you right.
Right? And then the next one is like, oh, he probably didn't wash his hands, right? He touched the food with his unwashed hands, got all the germs thriving on it for days, then ate it. Yeah, sure, bro. Sure, bro. How's it going, Free Time Development, man? Are you still working on your tower defense game? By the way, Free Time Development, just a question on your tower defense game. Have you managed to breach the $1,000 and got your $100 back on your game? Imagine trusting your smell. It always worked, usually. But I heard that you can actually die from eating rotten pasta. And you can't even smell if they are bad. That's how dangerous this shit is. You know? I'm currently at around $2,000. Hey, my man. Wow. Cool. Nice. So you improved your sales? Are you still getting sales? That's really good. So you're still working on your game. Oh, since for 1 month you've been working on a new project now. Okay, good, good. So your other game, is it still getting sales? That's awesome. Hey, for those of you who are new, thank you very much for the raid. You should have gotten a shout out, right? Right? Yeah. We are working on a tower survivors game where we have a single tower in the middle and we can buy upgrades with the stuff that we kill. So we can't move, essentially. And we are currently working on a progress bar on them re-rolling automatically. And the goal for this project is that we build a game in about 30 days and then sell that game on Steam. Now, that will probably not include marketing, like making a YouTube video out of it and a trailer for the game. I will do that after the programming. But the bulk of the work creating the game will be done in 30 days. And then after that, I will get on, marketing, making videos and stuff for that. And then maybe we will also get a list of YouTubers on stream that we could then email and write emails to as well. That is the idea. And we'll see how it goes, right? I don't expect too much. Maybe we earn a couple of $100, maybe not. It's mostly for the experience, but I will try to make it as best I can while I'm making the game. And I'm making the game entirely on stream. We currently have something that looks like this. You already have the Steam page? No, I will not do the Steam page until the game is ready. And then there's no point in farming any wish lists for this, because it's such a short time. And I'm not done with everything yet. So for example, there's still a little bit to work on based on the gold that I get. Looks a little bit weird. It needs to be a different color. Actually, it should be a different color than that. Or is this always yellow? Should be yellow, actually. People farm wish lists? Yeah, they do. Of course. Oh, sorry. It's a typical thing to do, actually. I expect... Sorry. I expect this to take more than 1 month to make. because I work on other things too. It's not like I will be here every day working on this. Sometimes I just can't, and sometimes I just don't want to. But we are currently on day 12. Alright, so this is how the game works right now. Obviously there's too much spawning at the moment, and there's not many other enemies spawning as well. And we are currently working on this little bar right here that allows us to see when things are being re-rolled. That's the idea. And so now we need to connect this value. We need to connect this to the timer, guys. How do we do that? Or do we just put the, let's say, the reroll progress bar? Is GDScript similar to Lua? It's similar to Python. Yep. Let's see. In the tower, we need this. Put this in the tower. Oh wow, I made this too big. This is also a little bit too big. Okay. What do we need to do in process? The upgrade progress bar. Let's get that first. Reroll progress bar, yeah. Oh, guys, has any one of you seen the live action, what is it called, series on Netflix about One Piece? Is anyone in here a One Piece fan? Have you guys watched that? Okay, so now we need access to the reroll timer as well. No, I've seen the first season. Is the second one out? No, it is not. I think I've seen the first season, but I fell asleep because I was ill. So when I was ill, I watched it with my wife. I don't know what to think about it yet. Is there a reason why you don't use Walrus Operator? Where should I be using that? Here? Or you mean to determine the type myself? Because I would like to be explicit about the type. I come from a background of C++ and C. And they are mostly, I have to be explicit. And so I would like to be explicit there as well. Yo, Cakez, do you know Coffee Lava Dev? Yeah, I know him. I teach him in my free time. I told him how to make his game. He's using SDL2 in his engine. And he's making a turn-based game. He's a very cool dude. He's got a lot to learn still. But yeah. Very nice person. A reroll timer. Dot. I have absolutely no idea. How do I get the reroll timer properties? Time left. Time left. Wait time? The timer's remaining time in seconds returns 0 if the timer is inactive. Wait time in seconds. The timer can only emit once per rendered frame at most. Timers can only emit? Or once per physics frame? This means very long wait times will behave significantly different ways depending on the render time frame. What the fuck? I don't like this timer at all, guys. I hate this timer now. This reroll timer sucks because all I need is one fucking variable and a constant, and then all I do is the following. Whenever the timer exceeds the constant, I do timer minus constant. And then as the timer gets closer to the constant, I generate a value between 0 and 1, which can be multiplied by 100, so I get a value between 0 and 100. Now when I look at this timer, it gives me how many seconds it's remaining. It doesn't give me how long. And even then, I'm gonna get rid of this, I think. What is happening here? Is this changing? Give me a second, I need to check on my music. It's a little bit quiet. Guys, do you have a feeling that the music is, levels of the music are not normal? Or is that me? Oh wow, look. LOL. LOL, look at my left shoulder disappearing. Do it again. Do it again. Come on. Come on, NVIDIA. Ah, damn. Interesting. It's fine. Hey, Tapir, I don't hear music. You should be. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna watch the VOD after that. It's fine. It's okay. Let's continue. I'm just gonna make my own timer. I'm tired of that. Yeah, what? Oh, the wait time. Maybe it's the wait time. Okay, maybe we don't need to do it. Let's try it again. So reroll timer dot wait time. I want to divide that by the reroll timer dot progress. But this just gives me the time and seconds left. That sucks. Also, wait time is set to be something different. The wait time in seconds. Cakes, is it too late to learn to code because of AI? I am doom and gloom. Or am I doom and gloom? It's not too late to learn to code because of AI. AI is not gonna replace us for a long time. AI is smart, yeah, but it cannot create complex systems that interact with each other on its own. That is a long while to go. Absolutely. What will set you apart, however, is how good or what you can do with the experience that you have in coding. If you could do what 90% of other people can do, then you're not going to be much better off than 90% of other people. There's a lot of layoffs happening at the moment at big tech companies, and might happen in the future as well. AI is definitely going to assist us in a lot of ways, but it is definitely not even close to being replacing us. Absolutely not. So for example, I tried ChatGPT once to give me some code for a program that I was using, and it took a lot of time to get that right code. And then also I was trying to get ChatGPT to tell me how to write me a piece of code for a specific Windows 32 application that I wanted to write, and it got the code wrong as well. So no, because AI is currently being trained on existing data. And we as humans, we are still developing or evolving. We are still learning every day. So obviously there's still a lot to learn. There's no single perfect solution out there. We are getting close, but there's still a lot to learn. I asked ChatGPT to write shader code and it kept giving me pointers on how to keep my car out of the sun. Okay. What? F? Never mind. Now I hear it. So, dude, just start coding. Don't be gloom and loom. It's not very good for coding problems, but it can explain broad concepts very nicely. Yeah, of course. I can also go and learn a bunch of theoreticals and then explain a bunch of broad things very nicely. For example, I could explain you that a graphics card is just a bunch of CPUs aligned together that all work in parallel, right? But can I fucking program a GPU? Hell nah. This is always much easier than the actual thing. Oh man, guys, my head is starting to burn. I need to go outside and get some fresh air soon. But I would like to get this progress timer done. I'm still not healthy enough. Still not. Thank you very much for following. Thank you. Oh, okay. So, we'll get this done here. Wait time is 5 seconds. Time left is 5, 4, 3, 1. I want a progress bar that fills itself after that. So this is going to give us a value from 1 down to 0. So we do 1.0 minus that, which gives us a value from 0 up to 1. And then we take this entire thing and multiply that by 100. And then we have our value, I think. Let's see if it is that simple. Oh, wow. It absolutely does not work. Awesome. Awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, I just love this engine. Anyone? I'm sorry, I missed your message. Let me go to it again. Oh, I know Python fully. How long will it take me to learn GDScript? Yo, Cakez, do you know Coffee Lava? How long will it take you to learn GDScript? I don't know. I've been learning GDScript for about 40 hours now, and this is what I can do. But I also have a background in programming. If you don't have that, then you will most likely not be able to replicate what I'm able to do here. Because I can understand concepts much more easily than you, because I've been focusing on programming for a long time. And I've been learning this for a long time. And concepts in programming are oftentimes just simple. Not simple, similar, sorry. Sorry about that. I meant similar. But does that mean you should not try? No, you should do it. Why not? I'm learning advanced scripting in Roblox. Should I stick with it or should I just switch over to Godot? I mean, I want to make a game in both. Make a game in Roblox or in Godot, it doesn't matter. Did you know that, sorry about that, I totally missed that message, but did you know that the creator of Lethal Company started with Roblox mods, games in Roblox? Have you heard about the game? This guy right here? He's rich now. He started with Roblox. Nothing wrong with that. Why would that be a problem? It doesn't matter how you make your game, you know. You should just make your game because the result is what people will play, not the engine. You are the only person that is going to use the engine. Use whatever makes you happy or makes you put out as many games as you can. Roblox is much more robust than Godot, actually. Should I actually learn how to make a game in Roblox, guys? I can't believe this. Really? Now, eventually this guy switched over to Unity, if I remember correctly. So he's probably suffering from the installation fee now, huh? Oh, this guy is being fucked in the ass then, isn't he? This is made with Unity, isn't it? RIP. Yeah. My son is making $300 a month, 300 euros a month with a Roblox game. Really, Mr. Dixtier? Holy shit. Little company is made in Unity, yeah. It is, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what his... I don't know the exact terms anymore. I stopped following with Unity, but that sucks. Trust every advice on the internet, smiley face. Isn't the new pricing for the Unity 6 version that didn't even release? I don't know. I would have to take a look into it again. I stopped following Unity because of that debacle. I should probably look into it again. Yeah. I have heard about the game, but I never knew a Roblox dev made it. Thank you for the info. Yeah, you should probably stick with Roblox then. Like, I don't want to bash on Godot or anything. I like it, but it is a long way away from actually being production ready for big games. There's a lot of bugs in the engine, unfortunately. A lot of hiccups along the way, unfortunately. Needs a lot more, needs to be ironed out more. You know, take the hammer like boom, boom, boom. Make that a little bit more. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still good. But why does this not work here? For example, like this makes no fucking sense. Like, fuck you. Okay, let's try this. Put this to 50. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that works. Fine. So value of 50 works. Yeah. Then what is wait time then? See, this is for example, like give me the cooldown time and give me the time left. That should be a value between 0 and 1, isn't it? Let's just print this fucking thing here. Let's see what that is. Yeah. I've been working with Unreal for the last 4 to 5 months, and the amount of bugs it has is weird too. What the fuck is this value? You see that? How does it turn from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to like... Huh? What is this? How is it turning into 3, 30, 40... I'm done. I'm destroying this reroll time. I'm done with this shit. This is such a fucking shitty thing. I can't believe I'm using this. This is giving me a fucking headache, man. So just a simple fucking timer, you fucking moron. God. And then we do a const? God! Stupid fucking idiot! Huh? Oh, oops, sorry. Relax. Alright, so we have the timer and the delay, and we just do the following. First, we need to disconnect this signal here. Okay. Now, we re-roll every time. I should probably do this in physics process. There we go. So now we have our reroll, very simple, not this stupid ass. Don't get angry, you will just get into trouble. Now, then we don't have this stupid wait time and time left. We just have the timer divided by the delay. God, let me just finish this, okay? This is really pissing me off. And... very fucking simple. God, I'm so angry. I'm so fucking angry. I'm back after almost 5 days of break, and just I'm so fucking mad. It's insane, bro. Oh my god, it was not enough time to get me unmadified from this shit. Relax. Oh god. Okay. Now I don't need to do 1 minus anymore. Ooh, I'm hot now. Oh god. Okay. 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 Relax. Oh, how it works. God. Oh, fuck, what is happening? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oops. I know what the problem... No. I know the issue now. I made a simple programming error, but that's fine. How did this start? How did I just start Microsoft? Did that happen when I left? It's the old clip. I remember playing Elden Ring, and I got so mad at this one boss because he kept one-shotting me, and I slammed my table and it started Microsoft. Hello there, welcome old friend. I don't need you now. Okay. God. Okay, you're on a list, Cakez. Yeah, so what I forgot to do was this. Okay. My cool walkaway was gone now. I need to do a walkaway again. Oh, it works! Okay, now it actually works. Good.
Gotcha, bitch. Okay, I'm back. Awesome how it works. It's really cool. Now that we actually have this reroll thing in the game and we don't have this stupid note anymore that doesn't actually work and give us some dumbass values. Cakez, I'm back. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I learned Roblox scripting just 6 hours almost fully. In 6 hours almost fully, and it took me 2 hours for advanced scripting. You could learn it more fast than me. Lua felt and was a lot like Python. The only thing that was very different was the table and the index. But isn't Roblox like mostly made for children, guys? Isn't this mostly a children's thing, or am I wrong about this here? Correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't know. I have not tried it. Got him? When did you start programming, Cakez? I started programming about 3.5 years ago. I'm not that deep into it yet. Actually, yeah, 3.5 years. Holy shit, man. It's not actually that long yet. Crazy. No way. There's no way, right? 3.5 years. 2015? No, 2020 is when I started. 2020 is when I started programming. And in May of that. So when we get to May, I'm at 4 years. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? That's 4 years. 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. Wow. Not actually that much. Most Roblox millionaires are in their early 20s. It's for groomers as well. Yeah, okay. But I don't want to be a groomer. Roblox is a front for child labor. You can either use children tools or use code. Okay. It would be cool to make a game in Roblox just to see. I'm not against it. Mostly. All age people play it there, or different games that people for specific age mostly play inside Roblox. Okay. I mean, we can take a look in this in a couple of months. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we can take a look in the future, yeah. It's super fun making things in Roblox Studio. It is super fun making things there, and it's really robust, you say? Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'm having a blast in Godot, as you see. You know? So we'll see how it goes in Roblox, what? Maybe I have more fun in Roblox, we'll see. Okay, so now that we have this progress bar, it's not finished yet. It needs to look a little bit cooler. I can put a texture behind it as well. But I also need something else. I need text on it. I don't know if I can put text on a normal progress bar. I doubt it. I don't want to have percentage values. I don't care about those. I don't like it. And what we have in the game, let's just put this off here, is timed life. Not sure what that means. I would like to call this differently. Yeah, this is what the game will look like
I'm not sure about that one.
when we are mostly done. Hopefully
sure.
I can get it to that point. Were you self-taught? Yes, I'm self-taught. I learned everything I know today on the internet. And with chat after I started streaming in 2021, almost 2022. So basically I started streaming in 2022. Which has now been 2 years. Roblox does take a huge cut though, which was it like 50% or maybe even more? Any recommendations? I want to do the same. Consistency. Set yourself small goals that you can achieve in the beginning so that you don't burn out and lose interest. So for example, when you code something and you don't know what you're gonna do, set yourself a small goal of 20 minutes to do something, and then usually you do more. But if you give yourself a small goal of 20 minutes, it's more likely that you're going to stick with that every day and be consistent than your goal of I'm gonna make a game now and then game and now. Like that doesn't work together very well. And obviously have something that you want to do. Like, why do you want to program? Write down what is interesting to you. Why do you want to program? And something like that. Game now, yeah. Exactly. How much is HelloFresh paying? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Shade 11. I can tell you in PMs if you want to, but we will do a HelloFresh stream in a couple of days where we order food. And then after we are done with that, I will do a second one where I cook the food. So it will be a cooking stream. Because I really like cooking. I cook every day. It's fun. It's just something I do. I don't even pay much attention. I just do it. It's like programming at this point. Oh, never mind. I wanted to know if they are paying through discount code or a lump sum, no need of numbers. It is both. It is both. And if you paid attention, it is from Stream Elements. So it's not directly with HelloFresh. It is through Stream Elements, which obviously leads me to believe, since I haven't done that before, I don't know for sure, but I can, do the math in my head, and I've seen other examples, that I probably don't get as much money as I could get for the size of my channel. But I get a fixed and a variable amount based on orders, but the orders are only available in Germany, Austria, and one more country that I forgot. And then it also works in USA, the code at least, the discount code, but it doesn't count towards that. So I get a bonus. I get a bonus for that, bonus. But I also get a flat amount. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I don't want to be an advertising, how do you call that? Placard for a company and I get nothing. Like, for example, I could get a VPN deal where I advertise NordVPN. But only if someone buys NordVPN, I would get money. I wouldn't do that because I would just basically give them free advertising to, let's say, if I make a YouTube video and I get 10,000 views on a video, 10,000 views with 10,000 people that watch that video. I think that's dumb. I wouldn't do that. Because it's basically free advertising for them and I get nothing in return. If anything, my name degrades because I do that. Some people get scammed by no fixed and depending on number of orders. I know. I wouldn't do that. I have looked into this before. Yeah. Otherwise I would have done these other things. But yeah, I've looked into that before. Cakes, Yo, Cakes, can I know what keyboard you have? Listen, like the keyboard doesn't matter, but I have this one. It's black. Can you see that? No, you can't actually. Wait, let me turn off the camera. The chroma key. The thing. I have this one. I can't show it because like the cable is fixed. And I have a dev adder mouse. Cost me 25 bucks. No RGB, minus 10 coding skills, who cares? It's actually, I don't like it. I actually cleaned it a couple of weeks ago, so it's not actually that bad. I have the same mouse too. Yeah, I like the mouse. Also, it's cheap. All right. What did? I wanted to have text on it. You guys told me to use a label. Let's just use a label then. Where's the reroll button? Reroll progress bar. Let's put it as a child. Hopefully that works. Label. New upgrades. Oh god, now we need this again. Was it layout? No. Oh god, I hate that. Theme overrides. Fonts. New font file, I guess. No. We want that font in here. Ah, there we go. New upgrades. You know what? I'm just gonna move this here like that.
That's it. Okay. Razer Essential Top Mouse. I bought it 4 years ago and it's still working ideally. I had my Razer mouse. This one right here. It's still working. The only thing that is a little bit annoying is when you click this button here at the top. It doesn't work perfectly and I have to press it a lot, like really hard for it to work. Otherwise it still works and I've been using this for almost as old as my computer. Actually as old as my computer. Like ad. Oh, I see. You could subscribe. Huh? So about like 8 years or something. But I had to open it a couple of times to fix it. Which, you know, basically it broke. So, but I fixed it. I don't know why the default UI text node looks so horrible. They scale up anti-alias text or something. I have no idea. I think it's dumb too. But yeah, I don't want to bash too much on. I'm already triggered by the fact that I can't find the outline again. Do I click on the font? Now, where do I find the outline again? Constants, maybe? Outline size, there we go. And colors, outline color. Yes. Okay, I mean, whatever. It is how it is, you know? It is how it is. This is what it looks like now. Let's see. Yeah. I like it. It's not perfect, but it's a beginning. Right? This is something we can work on or work off of. We made some good progress today. We have this reroll button that allows us to get more upgrades. And then when we click it, it upgrades itself automatically. Try to rescale the screen, check if it's still aligned. It should be, yeah. Reroll doesn't reset the timer. Oh, maybe I should do that, yeah. You should, you're right, Azen. Maybe reroll should set the timer to 0, actually. But then I lose some time. That's a good idea. At least it should set the timer to 0. The button should set the timer to 0. You're right. That's a good idea. Thank you, Azen. Wow, Azen is being helpful? What the fuck is that? Azen being helpful? Huh? What? Gaining trust to betray. Okay, true. Okay, now it does that. Now, obviously, I think 5 seconds for new upgrades is too much. Too fast. We'll put it to... How long is it here? I guess it's increasing, right? Let's look at the very beginning. Oh, did he die here or something? All right, let's see here.
It's gonna win you the game.
This is a great game. I like it.
Okay, so how long is this? Is this 30 seconds?
Yeah. So for
If you would
example, there, I
eyeball
should've
this,
just gone stun
how much is
damage,
this?
The two numbers.
Music. I would assume it's 30 seconds. Let's try that. Do you know Python, Cakes? I know a little bit of Python. Actually, no, it's gotta be a minute then. Is it 2 minutes? All right, let's see. When does it start? At 24:30. 24:30. 24:30. Okay. We are at 40 seconds. $50. It's close to a minute in the beginning. Looks like it's 55 seconds or a minute. Hey, Coffee Lava, how's it going, man? Hello there. My man. Good morning, bro. Mr. Streamer, is it possible to add Shriek 2 to your game? Shrek 2? And no, because I would get copyright strike, then I can't earn money, then I'm sad. No. We don't do that. At a minute, resetting, it might be annoying now. You feel like you will feel unwanting to reroll if it's almost full, but maybe that's a trade-off. Yeah, that's supposed to be a trade-off, exactly. It's supposed to be a gameplay feature, and upgrades will affect this time. I think this is good. I like it. Add a blue Shrek and call it Shark. Okay. You're stealing Blizzard's IP away with their world editor, TOS. You're infringing anyway. No. Okay, let's push this first, okay? This is good stuff here that we did today. Very happy. Awesome. Now, if I remember correctly, it was here, right? Yep. Rerolling is done. And we are almost done with most of the systems in the game. We still need meta progression. Since when do we commit? I'm not answering that. Fuck you, bitch. Okay, so I think, sorry, tomorrow we're going to work on this as well. And again, for those of you who want to know, like where I have been, what I had, what I've been thinking about, in the beginning of the stream, I talked about what I've been thinking about, you know, in terms of streaming, in terms of, you know, making games. If you guys are interested in that, you can watch the beginning of the stream. It's both on YouTube and on Twitch. But tomorrow we're going to do more of this. We're going to do day 13. And we will most likely start with more abilities for the tower. We'll make 1 or 2 more abilities and try to make the existing abilities a little bit more flashy. Maybe we learn about Bloom tomorrow. That would be a great idea. Can you add Fortnite to your game? No. Let me see here. Let me see here. Other than pirate software, is there a person? There's Togglebit back again. How about I give Togglebit back his rate? I'm gonna leave now. I have a headache. I'm still not 100%, but we got a lot of stuff done today. I'm very happy about that. And tomorrow we're going to continue on this game. I'm gonna send you over to Togglebit now, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here, even though I took a long break. I know it was a long one. I was ill, had food poisoning, couldn't stream, was literally dying. But thank you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Like always. And then we most likely gonna add in more items. The game's getting somewhere, that's nice. See you tomorrow, team. Peace. Goodbye. Thank you for the big support. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for following and subscribing. Goodbye. Peace. And the same for YouTube. Thank you guys. Let me see. Bye bye.